Let's see the next example, example number 30. Here is our input file. To the right of each input string, I have given an arrow symbol and shown what the string should look like after the replacement is done. The input strings are 10-digit phone numbers. The input strings follow this format. The first section of 3 digits enclosed in parentheses, followed by a dot, followed by the next 3 digits, followed by another dot, followed by the next 4 digits. Note that only the first 3 digits are enclosed in parentheses. Remember, these parentheses are part of the input string itself. Please do not confuse it with the parentheses that we will be using for capture groups. If you look at the replacement string, it shows the same phone number in an almost similar format. The only difference is that the parentheses enclosing first 3 digits are absent. So almost all of the information from the input string needs to get captured and get reused in the transformed string except for the parentheses. Let's move to step 2 now. Here I have tried to represent the input string using regex patterns. Let's start reading from left to right. Note the first 2 characters, a backslash and a parenthesis. This parenthesis is the one in the input string. We have to represent it in our regex pattern. But parenthesis means something else to the regex engine. So we need to escape the parentheses so that it is seen as a literal by the regex engine. If we move further to the right, I have used a numeral character class followed by the curly bracket repeater with 3 repetitions. This represents the first 3 digits of the phone number. I have enclosed it in parentheses and called it capture group \1. Note that these parentheses are not escaped. This is because these are not literals. These parentheses are special instructions to the regex engine to capture the contents, what is inside. So we should not escape them. Let's keep moving to the right. Now we represent the closing parentheses. Again, note that we need to escape the closing parentheses as it is part of the input string and we want the regex engine to see it as a literal. Next, we represent the dot, then the second section of the input string, which is of 3 digits. We use a numeral character class with 3 repetitions for this. Then another dot. Then the last section of 4 digits using another numeral character class with 4 repetitions. Now we will take this portion of the input string which starts from the first dot up to the very last digit and enclose it in parentheses. We will call it capture group \2. Why do we do it this way? Take a look at the first input string, 914.582.3013 with 914 in parentheses. Now start reading from the first dot. So .582.3013. Now look at the transformed string. The .582.3013 appears as such in the transformed string also. So we can enclose this in one big capture group. That is what we have done in capture group \2. Let's now move to the final step. Here we come up with a replacement string. The string should be of the format: the first section of 3 digits with no enclosing parentheses, followed by a dot, followed by the next 3 digits, followed by another dot, followed by the next 4 digits. So we write down this phrase. We write \1 in place of the first 3 digits, no space or hyphen or anything. We straight away write \2, which represents the rest of the captured phone number string. So our solution for example number 30 is again a set of 2 regex patterns. The first pattern is what we came up in step 2. The second pattern is our substitution pattern, which we came up with in step 3. Let's try this out now. Let's bring up our Linux terminal. First, let's see our input file. So cat input file name. There you go. Now sed-r and in single quotes s/. We'll type in our search regex pattern for this example. Another /. We'll type in our replacement regex pattern for this example. Another /. G. And then the input file name for this example. There you go. So compare the result here with what you saw in the graphic for this example. Both should match. So that's it for this session. Let's move on to the next one.